I don't care what happens. If you go to Mar-a-Lago or you have dinner with him, he's going to get something out of it. He's not the kind of man who just does things for giggles and laughs. And Bill Maher is not this. Bill Maher's position on woke is virtually the same line as Trump. I think he's been a vociferous opponent of woke. I can't even differentiate some of the things that the administration has said about the woke phenomenon, and he has. So I think they have a lot in common.
Bill Maher, I know, disagrees with a lot of what Donald Trump has said and done, and he's talked about that. He does agree with Donald Trump on the woke issue, and he said that woke was a good thing initially, taken way too far by the left wing of the Democratic Party.
Let's be clear.
So, but hold on. Let me just make my point. Why do you have to paint somebody as 100% wrong? You might agree with them on one thing or another. Why not say it? Because you have more credibility about the things you disagree with if you can say that.
Woke is not making Harriet Tubman and black heroes disappear from
no,
from history.
You're right. You're right.
And I think he spearheaded that. It's really his position on woke. See, it's easy for a lot of Americans to not take this personally because it's not their history that is being dismantled. It is not their resume that is being questioned.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Catacombs. So we have D.L. Hughley back at it again. I might as well just stop saying he's going to keep going. He's a full-blown Democrat. No matter what happens when it comes to these politics, he's going to stand 10 tones down for Democrats regardless, no matter what kind of shenanigans that they are on. It doesn't matter. But here we have him talking about the Bill Maher visit to to the White House. Well, not the White House, excuse me, Mar-a-Lago, to talk with Trump. Now, this is similar to what I myself had went through back in 2015, because I was with Barack Obama, but I was always questioning the Democrats because I never really seen any real progress. Whenever you go to black areas within the United States, it's mostly Democrat, and it's it's almost as if you don't really see any real positive progress in those areas ever. But they're always talking about vote Democrat. So when Donald Trump began to run in 2015, I said, let me see what the hell the other side's talking about and just kind of get an idea of what they got going on. And then you realize that it ain't as bad as what people like D.L. Hughley and some of these other black so-called leaders and activists, make the Republicans seem. It's not as bad. Sure, there's individuals within each party that are out of their minds, racist or whatever have you, but I mean, as a whole, it's not that damn bad as far as from what I've gathered and been paying attention to, especially in the last 10 years. It's been ridiculous. But here he is. He's getting mad at Bill Maher for visiting Trump just for meeting him. So now he has a bunch of insults ready to go for a fellow comedian just because he met with Donald Trump. Keep in mind, this is the same guy that got upset with Janet Jackson because she questioned Kamala Harris. Now, if you look back at the history, Janet Jackson had legitimate reasons to question Kamala Harris. So, maybe D.L. Hughley needs to read up on that, in the early to mid 90s about what was going on in California, especially with Michael Jackson, a.k.a. Janet Jackson's brother. So Kamala Harris had a situation with that. But this guy here is talking about being upset with Bill Maher because of his stance on the word woke and how that's been hijacked. Because if we look back at it, the word woke, the meaning of it, what it was used for it was in the black community about stay woke about what was going on, stay woke about the truth, keep your eyes open, don't let people lie to you, try not to be manipulated, stay woke. But to be honest, the word woke has been hijacked by mainstream media, and now it means everything under the sun except I don't even recognize it no more. It just means tolerate any and everything, all things, unless they're on the right, of course. That's what the left has used the word woke for, and its whole ideology. It's been hijacked. But I've never seen, since the days I started paying attention to politics, I've never seen something like this when it comes to black people, these celebrities, these activists. You're getting upset for just meeting with somebody? You mean to tell me that there's absolutely nothing good that can come from a sit down and having a conversation. There's nothing good that can come from it. There's nothing you can learn. There's nothing they can learn from you. Nothing. Your whole MO is to just, for the next several years, bash and bash and bash the president simply because you don't like some of his policies. You know, I don't understand this guy. And this guy is talking about attacking your history and things like that. For the life of me, I don't understand these activists and these so-called black leaders. Like, yo, if you're really that pissed off about, how can you be that pissed off about a group of people outside of your group not taking your history as seriously as you would take it? That's like a boss wanting his employees or her employees to work as hard as they do. No, it don't work that way. It's not their fucking company. Just like it's not white people's history to keep alive black history. It's up to us. Us as black people, we need to teach our history. We need to keep reading up on it. Why in the hell are you trying to get white people or other people to recognize your history? If you want that respect, you have to show people what to respect. And that's something that we have to look at within. And D.L. Hughley never talks about that. He's always external. He's always trying to get other people to accept. Always trying to. I just don't understand. This is a lot of energy that he's burning up, and I just don't see anything positive coming from it. This guy is constantly attacking people for even sitting down and entertaining the idea of, well, let's see what we can do. Let's see what kind of common ground we can find. He did the same thing with Janet. He did the same thing with Ice Cube, and now he's doing it with Bill Maher. He does it all the time. If anybody even smells like they want to sit down and say, okay, this constant bashing and bickering and saying fuck you constantly, maybe that's not getting us the intended results. Let's sit down and talk and see where we can find common ground. And this guy never does it. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's a waste of time, a waste of energy. And quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of hearing D.L. Hughley's voice. And this is not by choice. Like, I come up across this stuff from the people that I follow or whose channels I subscribe to. And when I when I click on a video whose thumbnail doesn't even have D.L. Hughley's face in it, this motherfucker pops up. It's like, I can't get away from this guy. I can't get away from this dude. But he's making me sick, man. I don't like this guy, man. I never liked him. I didn't like him when he had his first show on CNN. Oh, by the way, if you haven't noticed already, yes, I'm black. I've said it before, but if you're new here, yes, I'm black. And I don't like D.L. Hughley. There's a whole lot of black activists I don't like. They seem to be doing more damage than good. It's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Until the next one, y'all be easy.
So Bill Maher going to meet with Trump probably makes him one of the most annoying comedians right now. And comedians are very, very annoying. Over something like the woke issue, which really doesn't, I mean, I guess it affects him and it affects his market. First of all, Corinne Steffens lied on a lot of people, but I think she was telling the truth about him when she says he just wanted to be with black women to talk down to them. A pale, arrogant white guy that wears shades all the time sounds about right.